Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Kia Simone, and child, we are here to talk about this episode 6. I'm gonna tell you, these people drove me all the way up the wall. I absolutely lost it. I done cursed my TV completely out. Crystal is gonna call somebody to catch a charge. Kiana, I ain't got something to say to you too, cause you think double standards is all right. Robin? Crystal and Robin deserve each other. I'm sick of them. Okay, y'all don't even understand how bad I cursed Crystal out. Crystal got the business, okay? And I had to calm down and come talk to y'all about it. So here we go. Oh, child, almost forgot. They done irritated me so bad. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Okay, y'all? Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Now, let's go ahead and get into this review. Let's start by saying Crystal and Robin deserve each other. Okay, they make me sick. I'm so sorry. They just both make me sick. I was disgusted with the both of them by the end of this episode. But the episode starts, because let's just start from the beginning, because, you know, let's make sense of me cursing them out. So the episode starts with where we left off last week. We got Robin and Crystal sitting aside at the dinner table at Kiana's party talking about the rift in their relationship. And Crystal is basically using this opportunity to paint herself once again as the victim. And she is telling Robin about how, you know, you didn't call to check on me. And Robin is like, well, I ain't did nothing to you. Well, you hit my hand. You hit my hand. And so Robin follows her down this rabbit hole trying to make Crystal understand that you interjected yourself into something that you didn't have to interject yourself into. You came into my space. Your hand wouldn't have been in the space to be tapped if you had stayed in your seat. But that's, you know, neither here nor there, because we have to keep our hands to ourselves. Robin basically tells Crystal, I'm not here to apologize, but I'll receive an apology whenever you're ready. They're getting ready to set the table. If you would hurry up, the sooner the better. Crystal basically refuses to apologize, says that she's the victim, wants to go on this whole soliloquy about how, you know, you don't ever want to hear how you hurt me, and I, you know, have to walk on eggshells around you, and I've never told you that because it's not been in the totality of our relationship, just really in this event when I've done you wrong, and, you know, you won't get over it, and so now I have to walk on eggshells. But Crystal makes me sick. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if there's another season of this show, I am pulling a Kiana. If Crystal is on the next season of this show, I'm probably not gonna be talking about this show, because Crystal is the type of heifer that will cause you to catch a charge. You're cursing at this crazy heifer on your TV, and the first fool you run into, you ready to just, I gotta cut her out my life. And Robin need to too. But you know what? Robin's a mess her damn self. Let's carry on. So essentially, Crystal takes no accountability for being provocative, for, you know, provoking reactions, and at the same time tries to play the victim and make it all about, you hit my hand and you're not listening when I'm trying to tell you how you hurt me. Are you just done with the relationship? Like, Crystal, please go to hell. Go find the penis to chase or something. Like, go to hell. Crystal is so manipulative and condescending, and Crystal gives the strongest vibe that she is accustomed to being the smartest person in the room. You might be the smartest person in your family, but you ain't the smartest person everywhere you go. And while you think you are playing everybody, you playing yourself because you look dumb. But child, let me carry on and let me stay calm, because I got other things to do today. So Kiana comes in and is like, you know, excuse me, ladies, and her very clutch, my pearls voice. We're getting ready to start dinner. You can carry your conversation to the courtyard. I think it'd be best. And they get up and go to the courtyard and carry on. Now, this whole conversation irritated me. One thing I don't like is a liar. Something my mom used to always tell me, if you big enough to do it, you better be big enough to say you did it. Crystal gets on my nerves. They're sitting there talking, and I don't even know why Robin is entertaining this conversation other than she is codependent and doesn't know how to make friends and only is comfortable with frenemies. And so she is as desperate to maintain this relationship as Crystal. Maybe that's the issue. I don't know. But anyway, Robin tells Crystal, you know, you brought these ladies together and you knew before the night that we got together that Kiana had a problem with me and you did nothing to try to resolve it. You basically ambushed me. And Crystal sat there in her damn sequins with a straight face and just and told a loud lie. I did not. I just found out that night. You know, karma's a swift heifer. Karma don't run slow. Karma said, hold on, let me play the tape. We see the footage of this heifer talking to Kiana when she's at this showing, inviting her to this dinner, and Kiana saying, you know, I got a problem with Robin. Oh, what's your problem with her? Oh. And then they fast forward to the dinner where she's sitting there and Kiana is saying, you know, I have something I'd like to put on the table. Be honest, Q. Crystal, I'm going to need you and your lies to go straight to hell. Like, Crystal's a dangerous chick. And there's some reason that this girl is being, like, if this is what you do on an everyday basis, there is no telling who you've done what to. And for some reason, your ass is being exposed because she's a dangerous type of liar. Like, she is the type that will set somebody up and then, she is a throw the rock and hide her hands type of heifer. I don't like her. She vexes my spirit, okay? I don't like her. She starts telling Robin stuff like, the other ladies only want to be friends with you because they want your business. And are you sure that you don't just, you know, not remember how it went down? You know, maybe because I'm your sister and I love you, you just don't really remember how it went down. Now, what one got to do with the damn other? Because I got a sister and I love her and it don't affect my damn memory. When some stuff goes down, I know what the hell went down and I still love my sister. What are you talking about? You manipulative menace of a malicious liar. What are you talking about? That girl drives me nuts. I think more than anything, it's the evil. It's the evil. It's not that you're just, you know, you're not just a little messy. You're not just a little, you know, naughty. No, you're evil. She's evil. That's why I don't like her. Robin really should have walked away from that friendship, but it's giving codependent and she's going to need a home-based buddy to run back to after she pisses off all the other ladies with her and her damn antics. Because I got smoke for her too. I'm sick of all them. So the next stop is we go to Robin's client's house that we saw closing in the first episode, and she's just going by to have a drink with them in their new house. Now let me tell you something. Let me tell you two things. One, they're going to have to not use the buyers as also the talent, because in these two scenes where they had the buyers present and kind of participating in the scenes, the acting was terrible. My God, my God, my God. But anyway, that's not to offend because that ain't their job. Their job is to bring some money and buy some property. But Lord. Secondly, Robin gets a little too comfortable for me. Robin, between this scene and that horseback riding scene, Robin liked to flirt with people, man. All right? Now, you come in these people's house and the woman is right there. You gonna tell the man, Mozzie, I'm getting on your counter. First of all, if you don't get your I don't know where you been ass off my counter and sit your ass in a chair like you got some damn sense and home training, we'll have a misunderstanding. Now, Miss Homeowner plays along. Oh, girl, you can sit anywhere you want, yada, yada, yada. And you got to let her know you secure about your man. But Robin gets a little too comfortable for me. Okay? You too old. You know better. You know better. Get your ass down. But the two noteworthy moments in this scene were that Robin talked about becoming a homeowner at 21 and how that basically made her a landlord and changed her life. And she used that house to buy another house, and then that house to buy another house, and so on and so forth. And that has been the course of her life. And that is it's an awesome plan for anybody, whether she gets on my nerves or not. And then we see her family call her mom, and I believe her sister and niece. They all call to wish her an early happy birthday. This is clearly staged, because why would why would they happen to be calling while you're filming at this buyer's house that's pretending to not know? Oh my God, your birthday is coming up. Oh, it was just... We got to see that she's working on the relationship with her family, but the scene was just so staged. It was just like... Child. Moving on. We go over to see Miss Tiana showing a ranch. Miss Tiana must not do drama, because every time we see Tiana, she is showing a property, talking about a property, something in regard to work. She must just not offer drama in her package that it wasn't in her contract. And I mean, I ain't got no problem with it. I understand it. But we see her show this ranch. Here go to buy. How much is it? 12 million? Get your ass out of here, sir. Like, no, it's a steal at 560. Get out of here. You can't even get a condo for that back home. Please, 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 let these people just spend their money and buy their property and invest in the actual talent, please. We see Kira showing B. Simone a property for the third time. Her storyline is consistent, I will say that. I do not like Kira's selling style. She seems to follow the client around the property and just repeat whatever they say. They say, oh, I love that. Yeah, I love that. Oh, this is really nice. Yeah, that's really nice. Ooh, look at all the sunlight. Yeah, all the sunlight. It's amazing. Like, girl, can you sell this to me? Tell me what... It was just, y'all, I was frustrated through this whole thing, okay? Thank God B. Simone happens to like this property. They're going to submit an offer. Prayerfully, we moving on. Moving on. Next, we see Tiffany and Tiana get together, and they are planning a Libras ladies link up for all the Libras ladies in the group, because apparently most of them are Libras, and they all have birthdays coming up, and they're going to get together and go horseback riding, and that's going to be the disaster that it is. So then we see Crystal and Robin get together. Crystal brings Robin a bouquet of birthday flowers. They're absolutely beautiful. And she tells Robin that, you know, oh my God, you're so happy. I can just feel your vibe, and I can tell you're so happy. Is it penis? I can't stand women like Crystal. There are other motivators in life, you pick-me princess. Oh my God, like, why is the only possible motivator for you penis? Like, are you that desperate for a girl to sell it in the store? I mean, grow up. Is it that scarce? Damn. So she uses this conversation and this get together to talk to Robin about the same mess she done gone to Kira about. This whole poly party and this poly life that she is apparently trying to find a buddy to join with her. Do you have to bring a friend to get membership into this? Is it you cannot join by yourself? Why are you campaigning so hard, soliciting company? Y'all ain't got enough company? I don't understand. So she pitches to Robin that, you know, You know Zane, you've heard me talk about Zane. He would marry me tomorrow, but he's into poly life. In other words, he would marry me tomorrow if I would be a part of his harem. And she's playing like she's so put off by the whole poly thing. It ain't that Crystal is put off by the poly thing. What it is Crystal's ass is desperate. Crystal is willing at this point to settle for whatever to be able to have a man. Because she's done everything else. She's accomplished everything else. And for some reason, she's not been able to get married, which is a big deal to a lot of women for some reason or another. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with marriage. I love marriage when it's right. But this whole needing marriage to define you, maybe you're in a single season. Maybe marriage is a season for later in your life. Maybe you shouldn't be defined by a marital status and whether you have a penis on convenient availability. Like, there's just so much, and I am so triggered. Crystal is trying to get the acceptance of her friends. She is trying to get everybody's buy-in before she makes this leap. Because I'm desperate enough. I'm about to do this. And before I do this, I just want to let y'all know this is how it's going down. So, yeah, he about to be my man. But if you see him in the street with somebody else, please don't call me because I already know. We already have an agreement, all right? Like, I know the kind of party I'm joining. Would you like to buy a ticket? Crystal has extremely low self-esteem. And I would love to know who are and where are the influential women in her life. Like, whose lead are you following? Whose guidance are you seeking outside of Robin? Like, Crystal got a lot of issues. Crystal need to pray. And the thing is, Robin actually tries to give her good advice. Robin tells her, if I were you, I wouldn't really participate in that. What you're looking for out of life, you're not really going to find from that. So I probably wouldn't do that if I were you. And here we go. Crystal Clear is just hell-bent on defending the idea. And it's not cheating and all men don't cheat and this, that, and the third. And Robin like, well, in my experience, yeah, they do. And that's a whole nother subject for a whole nother day. We ain't even going down that rabbit hole. Not today. And then what I noticed is Crystal kept shading Robin in the confessional. Now, my thing is, if you want to settle for what you want to settle for what you want to settle for. But you don't have to shade everybody else in order to feel better about what you're settling for. Because she makes this comment about, people won't understand why I miss Robin. But what people don't see is that I'm a very, meticulous, structured, composed kind of person. And, she helps me to not be so composed. The girl is crazy. In a good way. So, I miss the crazy. No, let me translate that. I don't have any personality outside of my credentials. And she actually gives me a personality to siphon. And what I do is piggyback her and her energy because I don't know how to tap into my own. Then she says, Robin, has had her fair share of relationships. So, if there's anybody that's going to be open to anything different, it's going to be Robin because, let me tell you something. And this is not to defend or promote any level of promiscuity in any way. Let me be very clear with that disclaimer. However, be careful about trying to whole shame, relationship shame, because the thing is, while you trying to play that whole card, you trying to learn everything this whole know. Who got the upper hand? And because she's had her fair share of relationships, you're seeking her advice on how you should move forward with joining the harem, you concubine, you. Crystal invites Robin to this poly party and she resists, but eventually Robin at the end of the dinner agrees to go, and Crystal is asking her, what do you call a fivesome? A harem, you quint dummy. I'm sick of her. I'm sick of her. This episode pissed me off bad. So then, here we go with Robin pulling out her messy card. She brings up that she and Tiffany have gone to lunch and that she really likes Tiffany, that Tiffany was able to really relate to her and her experience of her mental health issues as well as her experience at the dinner, but that, Robin senses an issue between Crystal and Tiffany and, what's going on there? Crystal pulls the Mariah Carey, I don't know her role. I don't know her. I don't know her at all. Like, I don't know her. But there's just something, anytime that anyone is in a room with me and Tiffany, they'll tell you that there's just something that's there. Just something. Yes, you are the something that's there. Let me tell you what Crystal's deal is. Crystal likes to be the unicorn. That's why she highlights the fact that she and Tiffany are the only two black girls in this field in their entire area. And for some reason, rather than seeing Tiffany as a comrade, she sees her as a competitor. They ain't the only two closing attorneys in the area. They're just the only two black females. So why is she your competitor? Because Crystal is the type of girl who is threatened by anybody else at her level. It's one thing when you are the smartest one in the room, when you are the most accomplished one, when there's nothing to challenge the authenticity of the authority you take over being the best. When somebody else enters the arena with the exact same credentials, your every insecurity is triggered. Because part of the reason you have armored and decorated yourself with the degrees and titles is to feel better, to be secure. And that's okay. It's okay. As long as your self-esteem isn't resting in that. Because what happens is when your self-esteem rests in being the only one of, when there's another of, your self-esteem is challenged. So I don't have to be the only. I just got to be the best. I'm the best at what I do. So I don't care who come on in the ring. You want to run? Because I'm going to do me. Crystal is that girl that is threatened by anybody else with any remotely close credentials. That's her problem. That's why there's always something in the room. It's called envy. It's called insecurity. It's called tension. It's called tighten up. And Robin in the confessional says, you know what I think? I don't think that Tiffany has a problem with Crystal. I think there's an envy. There's a secret envy that Crystal has for Tiffany because Tiffany has everything she wants. Because see, guess what, Crystal? This is what happens when you're getting close to people and only getting to know them in order to arm yourself so that you can hurt them. The only fallacy in that plan is they get to know you too. So she knows all the chinks in your armor. She knows your insecurities. She knows the things you're longing for. She knows the triggers to hit on you. And that's what we get ready to find out in this next scene is guess what? Everybody's got triggers. That's why you better stop playing with people's. Okay? Okay. So we move on to the horseback ride from hell. Okay? We get to a horse farm that is run by this black couple. They're a beautiful couple. And the ladies are out, for their little birthday gathering. And they're taking horseback riding lessons. So we see them all mount the horses. And let me tell you something. Robin You better stop looking at people's husband faces long and skinning and grinning and stuff, because that lady and her horses might jump you by their man, okay? Robin do a little too much for me. But where's my steering wheel? And here, I'm your steering wheel right now. There you go. She gonna knock you off that damn horse. You stay right. That's gonna be an amber lamp. You gonna hear sirens going ooh, and at that damn lady man. Like, child, they were just loose as a damn goose on this episode. It's like, where y'all come from with all this? So after the horseback riding, they're all standing around, I guess, getting ready to fight. Robin goes up to Tiffany to say, hey, yeah, so I got a chance to talk to Crystal. And Tiffany's like, oh, well, I hadn't talked to you since Kiana's dinner. How did that go? And she's, oh, it went well. We're going to be fine. We're going to be great. But I'm thinking there's something cooking between the two of you, maybe? And Tiffany is like, why? I don't know that girl. Why would there be something cooking between us? What you mean? And Robin goes, well, maybe you should just send her a message on Instagram and say, hey girl, I saw Robin, she told me there might be something between us. Just letting you know, I don't have any problem with you. Tiffany's like, hell no, because I ain't 12 and I ain't doing it. Like, Tiffany said no, because I'm not that worried about people's feelings. And Robin, ooh, girl, excuse me. You just so damn messy. It was just so disgusting and classless and tasteless to watch. Girl, grow up. Tiffany finally asked the $1 million question. Did she bring this up to you? How did I even come up? I'm gonna tell you something my grandmom always told me, because the one time I lost a fight was when I let somebody tell me, yeah, so-and-so said such and such about you. And I ran up on such and such. Me and such was friends. I don't know why I was a little girl. I don't know why I didn't just go ask such and such. But, I had a reputation and she had a reputation. And she was, listen, I'm a fighter. But she was the certified neighborhood ass whooper. And I took my crazy ass over there. Yeah, so-and-so said, you bet not never. Okay. She had to process that for a minute. You know what she did? She came back around the corner. She found me and it was a turn around. Okay. It didn't go like I had seen it going. Now, she didn't whoop my ass, but I didn't win that fight. All right. Like, that's just that. That's when I learned. My grandmama said, now why would you let so-and-so tell you such and such said that? She said, let me tell you something. She said, anytime somebody come to you and tell you so-and-so said, you ask them, well, what did you say? And why was so-and-so so comfortable talking about me to you? I said, oh. Grandmama, I never thought about that one. She said, yeah, that'll keep you out of a lot of stuff. And that'll keep people from bringing stuff to you. Because a dog that bring a bone, carry a bone. Now, they done started mess. And you done going out there and got your behind tore off. Just a life lesson for you from about a 9-year-old. But I said all that to say, Tiffany asked the $1 million question. When, why, and how did I come up? Did she say this to? And so Robin goes, she just feels like you don't like her. No, you lying. You brought Tiffany up to her just like you're bringing her up to Tiffany. Just go ahead and tell her I was starting and stirring it. That's what happened. I was starting it and I brought it up and, so, call me Don King. Now y'all got beef. Like, what the girl, grow up. So Tiffany starts explaining that, I don't like or dislike her because I don't know her. I don't have, enough experience of her to definitively say I like her or I don't like her. Like, I just don't have dealings with her. She said, in the confessional, she said, we don't have any dealings. We're just existing in the same space. She exists, I exist, we're in the same space, and that's all there is to that. And Tiffany is saying, you know, I'm not looking to make new friends. I got a lot going on in terms of I have a whole business and career. I have children I'm trying to take care of, a marriage and all that. And Robin, in her attempt to shade her friend, is telling Tiffany, people without kids don't understand that you don't have time for all those things. And that rock hit Kiana's house. And Kiana came out the house with her scarf on and her face greased up. Kiana just was triggered. Now, remember last week, I didn't know why I was telling y'all to hold on to the fact that they had a good laugh about Robin being triggered. Now, when Robin makes this statement, it hits Kiana. And Kiana says, that's not true. I don't have kids, and I completely understand not having time for, you know, making new friends and external things. And Robin snaps, nobody's talking about you, Kiana. And she said, but you are. You know, when you say people who don't have kids, I'm a people. I'm a person who does not have kids. So you're talking about me. You know, Kiana says in the confessional that her thing is we as women need to read the room, and you have to be careful, and you do have to be careful about the things that you throw around as shade that are, you know, sensitive matters. And for, you know, the fact that it's something that came early in life for you or easy in life for you doesn't mean that it's as comfortable a matter, or, you know, something you can just throw around callously. Kiana starts to explain that you can't discriminate or separate us on the basis of we don't have kids, like, and say that I don't understand certain lifestyles or lifestyle decisions because I don't have biological children, because that's not necessarily the case. And Robin starts this. First of all, she's snapping at Kiana. And then she starts purposely mispronouncing Kiana's name. I wasn't talking about you, Quiana. Nobody's talking about you, Quihana. And Kiana said, my name is Kiana. Is it spelled with a Q or a K? It's spelled with a Q like queen. Now, if you have reading difficulties, we will get you whatever help you need, since you buying boobs and not books. Since you need hooked on phonics and you was hooked on men, we will get you whatever help you need. But let me tell you something. Women with ethnic names, you want to get your ass cursed out? Play with our name. It is highly disrespectful. It is highly disrespectful. It's aggressive. It's a trigger. Why all of a sudden are you attacking her name? Because she's calling you out on something you said. Now, here's where I had an issue with Kiana. Now, Kiana, I agree with a lot of what she's saying. However, this is why you got to understand you ain't the only person with triggers. Let me tell you how triggers work. Everybody has them. Because now, when you're triggered, here you go walking up in this girl's face. Now, where I'm from, people don't walk up on you because their contacts ain't working and they can't see you good. The next step after they walk up on you is to swing up on you. So, what are you doing? Now, y'all just dragged this lady for filth 4 or 5 episodes. And now, when you're triggered, it's okay for you to walk up in her face, pointing your finger in her face. Because I'm telling you, a trigger for me is that woo, child. Oh my God. I'm going to pray for everybody in the room. Do not put your finger in my... You're going to draw back a nub. Everybody got triggers. Now, this is why it wasn't cute to sit up and trigger Robin and then sit around and laugh about it. Because now when it's you, you don't like how it looks. Now when it's you, we gonna excuse walking up on somebody when we know the next step after you walk up on somebody is hitting them. Like, I'm not here for the double standards. They pissed me off completely. Bring on whatever the end of the show is. Just bring it on. I'm ready to move on. I got other things to do. Thank you for listening and letting me get it off my chest. I appreciate you. I will see you next time. Love you. Meet it. Bye.